Hey all, Russ here, RVerTV. Welcome. Check it out. We're leaving this gorgeous overlook. We're gonna head right on down the road. This is Pearce Ferry Road. We're gonna go all the way to the end, right down to the Colorado River. Been wanting to do that for quite a while. Been coming up here for a few years. This is a gorgeous area. We're very close to the town of Meadview. Last video we drove down through the downtown, cute little Arizona town. Mountain range right next to it is part of the Grand Canyon West. Absolutely gorgeous. We're also skirting right along the top rim of South Cove, which is part of the Lake Mead district. South Cove is used to be a big boat launch down there. Right now it's pretty much everything's shut down. Alright, there's the turn to go down to South Cove, but we're gonna go straight here. Wow, look at that big bus. They're waiting on someone, huh? Probably rafters, I bet. Okay. Sign says 7 miles to get down there. What do you say? Dirt road? Let's do it. Slow and bumpy. Roads like this, I just take my time. Otherwise, it shakes everything out of the cupboards in the van. So 7 miles at 10 miles an hour. Let's see, what does that make it? About an hour. There's a campground down here according to the maps. We're gonna check that too. Never been down here. I've heard about it. Everyone talks about it. So, hey, why not? Very, very scenic. Very scenic. We're dropping down quick. Yeah, at this Pearce Ferry boat launch, whatever they call it down here. It's where all the big rafters come in. The ones that go all the way through the Grand Canyon. Maybe we'll see some of that. I don't know. Huge open area. There's cattle guards and stuff, so this is probably open range because they can get water out of the river. But I would hate to drive this road every day. Goodness. Thing will rip your vehicle apart. Some kind of turnout there. Probably for maintenance. Little brick road. The history of this road probably goes way, way back. Way back. There's like a structure up top of that rim, looks like a building. Not sure what that is. If I had a Jeep or my 4x4 here, I'd definitely go scooting around, but not in the van. Slow and steady. But we'll make it. Yeah, we'll get to see the Colorado River. which dumps into Mighty Lake Mead. Hey, there's a speed limit. Oh, here we are. Ooh. Can't really read that. This must be the campground. Look at this. Wow. There really is a campground here. Goodness. I'd say sun-baked. This stuff's been here for a while. What do you say? Check it out? Okay. There's restroom. Oh, a little emergency, solar-powered emergency beacon thing. So if you're in trouble. Now, according to the phone, we got another 2-3 miles to get down to the river. They poured concrete here. Look at that. Seismograph. Oh, okay, that building up there. Seismograph station. Look at that. From when they built Lake Mead, they monitored the ground because of the weight of the water. Created earthquakes. That picnic area looks pretty well gone. Tourism, Pearce Ferry. Cool, look at the old cars. What might have been. It's like the old ferry crossing. Can you imagine being down here back in the 30s and 40s? Wow. That is really cool. Amazing this storyboard's this good a shape. And the CCC, Civilian Conservation Corps, the guys that built all this stuff. And we're still using it today. But isn't this cool? Let's see, wait, there it is. There's that concrete structure right there for seismic. Huh. Well, I don't think you need a reservation today. You probably just come camp and leave. Not much here. No water or nothing. Bring everything with you. Well, what do you say? Let's go find the river, huh? Look at the roads. There's that seismic building. I'm sure it's abandoned. That'd be a good trail for an ATV. There's the road we just came down, Pearce Ferry Road. And you can see there is absolutely square mile after square mile of desert. Washes and desert. My goodness. You know, it's got its own beauty. And there's the campground right there. That's where you camp. A little circle there. Isn't this something? Definitely coming back down here maybe in the fall. And I'd say that's the way we got to go right there. Let's get rolling. Pretty darn cool. Yeah, 30s and 40s. Let's see, they built Hoover Dam in the 30s, right? So that means that lake was filling for like several years it took to fill the lake. And then this ferry down here, because there was no bridges. All that was going, so my goodness. Who knows who's been down this road. Okay. Those little roads to the right, that's part of that loop for the campground. Very, very primitive, but very, very cool camping area. Definitely, most definitely going to come back here. This is neat. Should have done this before. Okay, we're going to go up here to the main intersection and make a right. Which is this other dirt road. Right up here. You can see where they keep this thing graded probably after a good rain. Okay, here's the main road here back on Pearce Ferry. No stop sign. Let's go find some water, huh? Well, it really flattened out down here, so I'd say we're getting down near the water level. You know, before they created a dam, Colorado River used to flood miles wide. I know down around Quartzsite and Blythe and all that. There's old pictures of in the museum down there of how wide the river flooded, especially around Blythe. It was a huge area. Probably the same up here before they created all the dams. Wow, there's a semi down here. Could you imagine driving a semi truck down this dirt bumpy road? Oh man, I bet that's, what's it say on the side of it? Oh, the part of the rafting stuff. A big semi. I bet he picks up the rafts. Well, cool. Maybe we'll see something going down here. And look, this is paved. More humans. I see water. Cool. There it is. There's the mighty Colorado. Made it. Colorado crossings. Wow. Look at that. Too bad they still don't use them, huh? My goodness. Very historic. Right down here in this area somewhere. There's a boat launch. Look how low the river looks, huh? Big old semi here. There's some vehicles parked around. Looks like they're part of the rafting company. But they claim those raft trips. My goodness, they go, well, they start way up at that Lee's Ferry, way up by Page, Arizona. It's like several days to come down through the Grand Canyon. Then you end up right here. There it is, mighty Colorado. Creates Lake Mead. So all that water has come out of Lake Powell. Interesting. Oh, look at semis coming down here. Wow, I still couldn't imagine driving that thing down that bumpy road. That's got to be a ride and a half. Look, he's all set up. He's got big, like a crane on the back of it. That must pick up the rafts out of the water. Well, let's just hoof it down here to the water. Leave the van parked. Pretty warm down here. Typical Arizona summer day. Yeah, those raft trips. I've read about them. I know that it's expensive. I think they put like 10 or 12 people in a raft and all your supplies. You got guides. You camp right along the Colorado River and the Grand Canyon. What an adventure, though. That is for someone that's really adventurous. Pretty nice boat launch here. Concrete. Can you imagine pouring concrete down here? How? Where in the heck would the concrete truck come from? Got to come out of like Kingman or somewhere. That is one long ways. Oh, they've been adding on this dock. Look at this. That's those sections up here, the metal. So this water level's down. See, they add this metal in there so you don't sink. Yeah, it's a long ways down here. Pickup truck with the ice chest, probably for the workers from the raft company. Well, here you go. We made it. Here's the Colorado River on Pearce Ferry Road at the Pearce Ferry Crossing. Wow. Well, don't see much here. You can see the water lines where the water's been. So I'd say the river's down a good few feet. Of course, that depends on the flow out of Lake Powell. They controlled all that. This is all controlled flow. So awful all this is drying up. Sure is neat down here though. I love it. You could easily, if you had like a small fishing boat, jet boat, flat bottom boat, didn't draft much water, you could launch down here. But that's pretty shallow to launch anything. All right, well, I'm thirsty. I need to go get a bottle of water. Hang around for a little bit, see what that semi truck's up to. Well, I just talked to the truck driver of that semi. 2 big jet boats just went up to pick up passengers that are coming down on rafts. They go pick them up. An hour and a half upriver. They're going to go get them, bring them down here. And that's what the buses are. The buses pick these people up right here. He says you can go to Hawaii and back for what it costs to go on one of the river things. And it's endless. They're sold out as long as they can run during the year. These raft companies are sold out. The trips, the excursions, all guided. He said it's absolutely gorgeous. They're down here several times a week. The big buses that sit up top are all air conditioned, because these people, once they get off the river, they're beat up. 9 or 10 days. He says it's a 9-day trip from all the way up top. Some of the people don't go the whole distance. They only go halfway. Well, I'm not sure where halfway would be. I think Peach Springs maybe, which is upriver quite a ways. But look at that. That's a mighty Colorado. And that heads all the way down to Lake Mead. But this is where they will pull in. He said about 40 minutes. Should be one of the big jet boats bringing in people. We'll hang for that, see if we can't see it. Isn't this cool? Look at this, here comes another bus. Must be a lot of people coming in. Here it comes, look. Check it out. Look at the jet boat. Wow. Look at all the people in there. The end of their journey. That is a big boat. Those people have just been on the journey of a lifetime. My goodness. There's another boat of them coming in a few hours. That's the truck driver down there in that orange shirt. They're gonna unload. Then this bus here takes them up to the big buses up top. Big buses won't drive down that bumpy road. What a process, huh? Them folks gotta be tired. Yeah, check out this semi. There's a couple of them. They come down here all the time. They drive clear from Utah down here. 3-4 times a week. They deflate the rafts, load them up, and start all over again. Haul them back up. Absolutely incredible. Well, cool. I'm glad I got to see this. Look at that. They're loading their gear. They're all in line. They probably had to work together the whole trip. Probably friends for life, huh? And something like this, strangers meet, become friends after an excursion down the Colorado River through the Grand Canyon. Wow. That is cool. Well, busload after busload come out of here. That's how they do it. I never knew. And they haul them down in those jet boats. They don't let them raft the whole way. There's got to be a reason. I don't know what it is. And then that semi, they just load the rafts on them and get them out of there. Okay, well, back up the bumpy road. Oh, I'm definitely coming back. For sure, for sure. If you get a chance, do this. It's not that far. From Meadview, you're probably about 20 miles. Look, more buses waiting. Shows the amount of people that go on those raft trips. But hey, we're not done. Look at this. Make a right here. What do you say? Let's go check out South Cove. Let's go down and see what's left of Lake Mead here at South Cove. Journey continues. Talk soon.